What's up, YouTube? Hey, YouTube. What's up? Hi, it's Viberlicious. How are you? No idea what kind of outro I wanted to make. It is really late right now, but I wanted to start this project. I had just been procrastinating doing the intro, so I think if I just do it right now and then I wake up in the morning and I start the project, and then I'll wake up in the morning and I'll start the project. What am I saying? So today we're gonna be making a mozzarella stick scarf. And I am the marinara sauce. I've been wanting to make this scarf for a really long time. So let's get started. This is a skein that's been telling me to do this. This thing is huge. This is ginormous. So I actually bought this. So this is Lion Brand Pound of Love. I don't know what color this is because the label fell off. I actually bought this because I wanted to crochet a bunch of plants, and honestly this isn't the best for amigurumi, but it seemed like it would be pretty great for clothes. It's one of those yarns that kind of collapses on themselves when you crochet amigurumi and it just looks super twiggy. I don't know how to explain it. Stringy, not very sturdy, but this is nice and flowy for clothes, so let's do that. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the mozzarella stick a pure white or if I want it to be kind of cream colored. I don't know what to do. I have so much white and I'm thinking of just using the white. I have one cream color skein. Let me show. I was thinking of either using this or this. Decisions. I have the energy to make this decision right now. I only have this so I could make my Twilight blanket cardigan. So let's see if I have enough to make the cardigan. I just have to count up stuff really quick. So I don't think that I have enough. I kind of just want to use it anyways. I kind of wanted this to be a stash buster too, so I'm kind of conflicted on what I should do. Another part of me wants to double up on the yarn. This. Actually, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna double up on this yarn and I'm gonna use this. Oh, I'm finally gonna use this. Okay, cool. I was worried that this was just gonna waste away. Some fuzzy cheese. all right, let's get started. I am going to turn half of this into a cake. We're gonna do that together. So, okay, so I made this 10 times harder for myself and I messed up because for some reason it was winding in one, but it turned into two. I'm just gonna unwind all of this and then restart from the beginning. Also, hopefully it'll wind up. Hee. Oh. No! Oh, you bad kitty! I'm not even over exaggerating when I say this is the 5th time that I am attempting to roll this up. So the first time I already showed you guys, it created 2 cakes in one and I was like, nah, I don't like that, so I undid it. The second time it just straight up flew off. I don't know what prompted that. Maybe it was going too fast. Third time you saw the kitty, redid. 4th time flew off again. So this is the 5th time. I don't know why it flew off. Maybe there's something to do with the springs there, because the springs are looking a little funky. But guys, don't do anything past your bedtime. This is don't do anything past your bedtime. I took my eyes off of it for 2 seconds. It flew off. Do you see how mangled this is? It's because it flew off again. I'm gonna record. Okay, I'm gonna restart and then I'm gonna record it another time. Hopefully it doesn't fly off. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep it like this. Let's see. What's going on? Oh, okay. I stopped recording and look what happened. Alright, so this is the first cake. I'm just gonna cut it right here. This is just an estimate of what I think might be half of the skein. It doesn't really matter if I'm off or not. Next time I'll weigh the skein before, and then I'll weigh it during the process to get an accurate measurement, but I don't even know the weight of this yarn because I totally took the label off. So the second one's definitely beefier, but that's fine. It's whatever.
Click on it really quick. I don't remember clicking on this one. It is a free YouTube tutorial.
Original designers of the bag is that
I have made the first half of the mozzarella stick. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I have the white oval here. I'm gonna start off with the white oval, and I'll do the cheese oval first, and then I will do the fried oval. I have my 4mm that I've been using this whole time, and I already finished off right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick anywhere else, because if I go straight into where I finished off, it might go loose. This is another way of securing. I'm also gonna make a long yarn tail because we're gonna use this to sew the parts together. I go into the front loops and I just keep going around and around. I wish I had more exciting things to talk about while I do this, but I don't. This has been really fun. I've been at it for quite some time now though. I think 3 or 4 working hours. I don't know. I just work here. I almost ripped it again because I thought it was too big like this. But then I realized even if it was small and thin, it probably still wouldn't be able to fit the entire scarf. I wonder if I can try to make a actual size mozzarella stick and make like a mini scarf with it. Next project, question mark? Alright, so I have finished crocheting the white part. I just gotta trim off this end and weave it in. We still have a lot of this skein left. So we have both of these. I'm just gonna finish this off really quick. Alright, the fried part, I'm gonna turn it inside out, and we're just gonna keep in mind where the edge is. I'm gonna sew this part on the edge, and I left a long tail when I was starting the front loops row. So what I like to do when I'm trying to make this shape going up, well, first off, I don't like doing the slip stitch and then chaining one and then starting a new row. I'd prefer to just do continuous for as long as possible. So I just always avoid that. So what I do is, so that this is continuous and that this sticks together, I just finish off and then I make a new stitch and stretch it, and then I start a new row and I leave a giant tail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tail and I'm gonna use it to sew these two together. I like to sew it into that back bump right there, you can see. Just do that on each of the stitches. Oops, I let go. Now everything's tangled. It's okay. I don't sew on every single stitch because that's just way too tedious and it's really not needed. So I do about every third stitch or so. If you don't connect these together in some way, then this one can flip out of this one, and I want to make sure that this is stable. So for example, if I were to pull this, like this middle right here, I could flip it out. I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it in here. I'm gonna finish sewing this and then I'll show you what I do next. Now that we have sewn that together, I'm just gonna push this into place. We're gonna flip that fried part onto the cheese part. Now we got this going on. Mold it into place, rub it in. Things keep flying into my eye. Now, I'm just lining up the fried part with the cheese part so that we can crochet it all together. So I have properly adjusted them. So I'm gonna go through the first loop of both, and I'm gonna single crochet them together. I'm just gonna keep doing that until the end. All right, it's all done. The mozzarella stick part. Look. All right, so now we have to do the scarf part. I'm pretty hyped, actually. Let's get started on the scarf part. I am going to do the center pull. Ooh. I am currently just creating an I-cord for how long I want to make this. I've been really obsessed with how I-cords look, so yeah. I'm gonna do this off camera because it's super tedious, but the yarn is super soft. All right, it's the next day. This is quite a diabolical breakfast. I am gonna be making a Dr. Pepper float with this oat milk ice cream from Better Goods. I just took a lick. It's pretty good. The reason why I chose this was because I wanted something a little bit more lower calorie. I don't think this is exactly low cal. Actually, you know what? Usually a pint of ice cream is around 1,000 calories. So this isn't too bad. It's just high in sugar, but you know, it's okay. Actually, I think half a serving is good. Dang, okay. Spit it. Alright. I'm not trying to sound like a health nut or anything. Wait, why is this still on the scale? Oh, let me take it off. Whoa. Ta-da! Time to drink this? I don't know. Whatever. I've ran into an issue. So first of all, I am loving this yarn. I love the way it works up. Crocheting with it is pretty pleasant too. It's really soft on my hands and I just feel nice. But I have one slight issue. I actually think that these are too big for how thin this yarn is. I folded it up multiple times and I kind of picked out the thickness that I wanted for the scarf and I felt like it was too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this aside. It's just gonna be a work in progress that I might have to come back to when I feel like it, and I'm gonna use a different yarn to make the scarf for this because I think I want to make that scarf as a Christmas present for somebody. So I'm just gonna put that aside and I'm gonna use a different yarn for them. But for myself, I really want to use this yarn. I am going to finish up the scarf and then from there I'm gonna figure out how big I want the mozzarella stick to be. I kind of want it to be life size. Well, realistically we might have to make it a little bit bigger than life size because life size is pretty small, but we'll see. And I'll show you what I mean when I'm done crocheting this scarf on how thin it is. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna continue this. It's very, very long. It is 6 feet. because I want it to go around my neck twice. I'm doing double crochets, and usually I don't like doing them, but I actually like the way it looks for this scarf. I think double crochets can be a little bit too holy, but I think it works for this type of yarn. All right, I'm gonna continue with this project and I will see you guys in a bit. This is how far we've gotten. Just to kind of do a little recap of what I've been doing. So I did an I-cord of how long I wanted this scarf to be, and then I did the first row as half double crochet, and then I did 5 rows of double crochet, and then on this last row I'm gonna do a half double crochet row. I don't know the purpose of it, I just wanted it to look kind of similar on both sides. And yeah, so this is the thickness that I've been wanting. I really have been liking those like smaller thin scarves. I don't know why I wanted to do a thicker one earlier. I think earlier when I was making these holders I did want a thicker one, but this has been so tedious, and I think that this yarn would look better as a thinner scarf. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna start on the new parts of the mozzarella stick, and I don't think it'll take as long as it did yesterday because they're gonna be a lot smaller. I think it's gonna be like half the size, so I'll meet you then. All right, so this is the scarf folded up. So this is why I kind of wanted to make a smaller one. And I think once it's inside a container, because look, it can squish like a lot. Once it's in a smaller little thing, let me fix this. It can compress more. Oh, this yarn's really slippery, so it's already falling apart. But I just think this is still too big. I might even make it this big. Like, this is double the size of what I want to do with this scarf. So that'll be for another day. Also, I'm watching Moonbay Crochet. All right, let's get back to this. I am going to make the mozzarella holder, and I'll get back to you on that. We just got back from the movie. I'm getting back to work. So I just have one white one and then 2 of the mozzarella fried part. Let's go, gang. I finished it, you guys. Cheese pull. Ooh, I love that this fabric is super like slinky so that the cheese comes out super fast. This is so soft. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This took a really long time and I really appreciate people watching my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.